So the second key in pickleball is to try and get to the net quicker than your opponent. Your objective should be to hit shots that keep your opponent back while you're able to come up and capture the 7-foot line. The reason you want to do that is because when you're at the 7-foot line and they're back, you have a tremendous advantage. When they're back, if they miss-hit the ball at all, it's not even going to go over the net. If they do hit it, you have a lot of time to react, and if you miss-hit it, it's still going to go over the net and it's still going to be in play. You can make mistakes when you're close to the net and they're back that they can't take advantage of. You hit the ball high, who cares? They still can't do anything with it when they're back at the back line. On the flip side, if they're at the back line and you're at the net, they hit the ball a little bit high, now all of a sudden you can put the ball away. So you can put a lot of pressure on your opponent, again, without having to take any chances of hitting the ball out, if you're simply at the net and they're back. You'll get a lot of unforced errors, you'll get a lot of easy opportunities to put the ball away if you can just do that. So how do you do that? Well, the first thing in keeping the opponents back is to serve deep. So when I'm serving, my objective is to serve into the back 3 feet of the court. I want my opponents to have to move completely off the court to be able to play that ball. They have to let it bounce, and if I can serve it in the back 3 feet, they're going to have to be completely behind the back line when they finally hit the ball. Okay, that puts them a long distance from the net and makes it harder for them to come forward. Similarly, when I'm returning serve, my objective will be to hit my serve return deep. Okay, so if the serve comes to me, okay, I'm going to hit the ball and I'm going to follow it. I'm going to try and hit it deep and I'm going to follow it as quick as I can to the net so that by the time my opponent hits the ball, I'm already standing here. The best way to do that is not a really hard drive, and in fact, a hard shot that's short is absolutely the worst thing to do, because what happens is if I hit the ball hard and short, my opponent just takes 2 steps, hits it, and they're at the 7-foot line. Okay, I've invited them and allowed them, brought them to the net. Okay, if instead I hit the ball high, okay, and deep, and bounce the ball back here somewhere, now my opponent has to go completely off the court to hit it. Because it's high, it's kind of a slow shot, and I have lots of time on my side to come up and get to the net before they hit it. So a good return that's deep and maybe not hit really, really fast is one of the best returns in pickleball. I also like to return down the middle. The reason I like to return down the middle is because, and deep, is because a couple things. One is often there's confusion on the other side about whose ball it is. Sometimes those balls never even get touched. Another reason is if I happen to hit it left or right of where I was aiming, it's still in the court. If I go for close to the sidelines and I happen to hit it a little bit to the side, it goes out. So that's another reason to hit it down the middle. The third reason is because it makes it easier for my partner to poach. So if the ball comes to me and my partner's up and I hit it down the middle, my partner can stand clear in here and still protect his entire side. Okay? If instead I hit the ball over on this side over here, my partner is going to have to move over, okay, and can't cover nearly as much court. So if you hit the ball down the middle, it invites the opportunity for your partner, especially if you're not able to come up quickly yourself, your partner to take 1 step and volley that first shot that comes back over. So good techniques for keeping your opponents back are serve deep, okay, return deep, and any time that they're back, go ahead and try and hit a deep shot to them that bounces back close to their feet, because they're not going to, if the ball's going to bounce back here, they're not going to start running in. They're going to stop and wait and play the ball, and now you've kind of got them stuck back there. So your basic objective, keep them deep, you get up as quick as you can. If you do, you'll win a vast majority of the points, and the game will get a lot easier.